Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In our previous videos we have seen what is a programming language, what are high and low level languages, what is assembly language, what is binary language, and what is a compiler and what is an assembler. And in this video we are going to see basic structure of C language, C program. So every C program should start with this line, which I am going to write: hash include stdio .h. So every C program should start with this line. The first line of every C program should be this, and this line is called preprocessor directive. All the preprocessor directive starts with hash include. So I'll write what does this mean, what this line means, why we have to write, why we have to include this stdio.h at the end of the video. So keep it in mind that every C program should start with this line, this header file. And another thing which every program should contain is main function. A main function, it will look something like this. Main function looks like this. So the name of the function is main. This is the syntax of writing a function in C language. So firstly, name of the function, and name of the function succeed with a set of parentheses, and it should precede with the return type. Here I wrote void. Main can have two return types, either void or int. So you can write void or int as well. If you write int here, if you keep the return type of main as int, you should at the end of the program, here before the closing parenthesis, you should write return 0. Returning 0, integer. Int means integer basically. If you write void means returning nothing. So we'll return nothing. We didn't write return statement. We don't write return statement. And if you have the return type of main function as int, you'll just add this statement at the end of the main block. So yeah, you can use either void or int as your return type for main function. Other functions have other return types as well. We'll dive into function concepts in our further videos, future videos. So I'm happy with keeping it void. You can keep int as well, that's up to you. So the name of the function will succeed with a set of parentheses and proceed with the return type and curly braces. Within the curly braces, we'll write many lines of code. We'll write we'll write instructions here. We'll write lines of code. The main part of the program will be here in the main block. So these are the two things which every C program should have: this preprocessor directive, also called as header file, and this main function. Yeah, and now we'll if I run this program, I want to see some word on the output output screen. Let's say this is output screen and I want to see, so hello world here on the screen, hello world. On running this program, we have to write here what we have to write to print that thing. On running this program, I want to see hello, these two words, hello and world, on the output screen. So for that, to print anything, if you want to print anything on your output screen, if you want to see any words or anything on your output screen, there is a function. We use this function all C program. Throughout the C program, we'll use this function like many times, infinite times. So that function is printf function. Using this function, we can print things. So it is, so see here, main function, we are using two functions. Main function, we are defining it on our own, like that we can define many functions, many other functions on our own. So C language have many inbuilt functions as well. This is an inbuilt function. We don't have to write code for this function, write code for working out this function. We just use this function. So okay, we'll see in future videos what are functions. We'll dive deep into those. So for now, using this printf function, we can print anything on the output screen, any sentences, any words, any paragraphs on our output screen. So how to write this function? Printf, and in the parenthesis, within double quotes, write whatever you want to print onto the output screen. So if I want to end, almost all the lines of codes in our C language, except some functions and these kind of things, almost all the lines of code in the C language should end with this semicolon. Semicolon is like the break. So if we write another printf function here, compiler should know where this line is ending and where the next line of code is starting. Compiler should know. So for that, for the break of this sentence, for the break of this line of code, we'll keep semicolon. So using printf function, and inside the parenthesis, inside the double quotes, for printing any words or sentences. Words, basically in C language, words and sentences are all called as strings. To print any string onto the screen, onto the output, we use printf function. We'll just keep this, write this line, write these words inside the parenthesis of this print function, so that when compiler reads this line, when firstly execution of the C program starts from the main function, compiler reads this line, and then compiler reads this line, and compiler reads this line, and when compiler compiles this line, and when we run it, it will print whatever is in the double quotes of printf function. It will print this thing as it is on the output screen when we run the program. Running means trying to see the output. Compiling means converting this program, this C language, this program written in C language into binary language. Compiler do that thing. I have said about it in my previous video as well. So after compilation, if we didn't get any errors, we'll run the program to see the output, to check the output. So to see the output of our code, we'll run the program. So after compiling of this line, after the code gets compiled, when we run this program, we'll get hello world on our output screen. So that is how we can print something on to our output screen. So now I want to print 2 lines. I want to have my output as good morning coder. So this should be on one line and this should be on another line. So what should we write? Printf good morning coder. If we write like this, I hope you can see, understand this. As there is no place, I am writing it here. So if we write the code like this, good morning coder, it will give output something like this. Good morning coder. But I want this coder, this word to appear in the new line. I want output something like this. Good morning coder, like this. For that, what we have to do, we have to keep some /n, 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 and then we'll write whatever we want in the next line. What does this means is new line. When compiler compiles this line of code, and when we run it, this /n will be printed as new line. First, this up to this will be printed in the first line, and next when the control goes to /n, it will just print a new line. Let's just go to new line and then print the rest of the string. So I hope you understand what does /n do. It just prints the new line, goes to the new line, it cuts it here and goes to the new line, and next continue printing the rest of the sentence on the new line. So yeah, we can print the statements in multiple printf statements as well. Printf, if I want the same output I wrote before, good morning and again here I can write here as well, coder, the coder, CODER, coder. So for new line we'll put /n here, or if you put /n here, that is also fine. But if you didn't keep sorry, if you didn't keep any /n here or here, you'll end up getting the output as like this. Side by side you will get. If you want to have a new line, just use /n in C language, new line. And now I want my output. Now I want my output something like this. So good morning, and here a tab. That means a tab means 4 spaces and coder. If I want my output to be like this, what should I how can I write the printf function? Printf good morning, and here it is okay if we leave 4 spaces and then write coder and then close, and this gives the correct output. But if you want to have a tab in between words, then you can use /t as well. /t. In C language, /t means tab space. A tab. It gives tab space. You can use /t as well, or you can just print 4 spaces as well. That's up to you. Yeah, that is how to use printf function. So simply in the parentheses, keep double quotes. In those double quotes, write whatever you want to, write the exact thing which you want to print onto your output screen. So that is what the main function printf. And yeah, coming to this stdio.h, this is called a header file. Header file. header file. Why to here? Basically, what we are doing is, by this line, what we are doing is, we are just including #include. This is all. This complete thing is called preprocessor directive, and we are including #include. We are including this file. This is called header file. This part stdio.h is called header file. Header file. So why including this header file every time at the first line of every C program? Why including this? So the reason is, when compiler comes here, how can it know this is a main function? This is a function in C language. How can it know this? When compiler reads this line, how can it know this is? So I previously said that this is a inbuilt function for which there is no need to write the code. It is inbuilt function, we just use it. But how can compiler get all this inbuilt information regarding these functions, regarding these all syntaxes and functions? So further, to get information of this printf function, it is an inbuilt function. To get information of this printf function and other, we'll see many functions, many inbuilt functions in our upcoming videos. For now, as I said about printf function, in every language, in every program, we'll use printf function. This is like ABCD for English. How common are alphabets for English language. This printf, scanf, these all functions, header files, all are common for C language, C program. That many times we'll use. So how come compiler knows all this inbuilt information? For that, we include a file, header file, whose name is stdio.h, standard input and output.h. So this file, we are including this file. So compiler will go to this file and see that information, fetch that information, all available there, and then it comes to know what does this function do. The backend codes for all these input functions and syntaxes are written in this file. So that's why you have to include this file for every program. So keep it in mind blindly that for every C program, the first line should be #include stdio.h, which means we are simply including this header file which contains the data about all the input functions and syntaxes of the C program, C language. So that is what this header file is. And main function in every program starts executing from this function. We have, let us assume that we have multiple functions in here and multiple functions under this main function as well, but compiler, when we run the program, the execution starts from the main function only. First, compiler searches, like this is like, for example, compiler searches for main function, go to main function and compiles it. After, it will go to any other functions. For example, I am saying like execution of the C program will start from main function. And yeah, so these are the basic things C program should have. Basics, this is the basic structure of C program. So let me give notes for this information. So yeah, this is the notes regarding this header file. This preprocessor directive, and this part is called header file stdio.h. So the first line of every C program should be #include stdio.h, as I said before. And stdio.h is a header file which contains all the backend code of the inbuilt functions like printf function. Yeah, that is all about this header file. And let me write about the main function. Let me write the notes for main function as well. And yeah, so execution of every C program starts from main function. Syntax of main function is this. I already said about this. And main can have either void or int return type. We will mention return type here. Function should succeed with parenthesis and proceed with the return type. Main can have two return types, void or integer return type, void or int. If we use void, there is no need to return anything. Void means nothing. Void means nothing. We should return nothing. And int means we should return an integer. For main function, we should return 0. Return 0. If we write int here, we should write return 0 at the end of the main function block. And main can have either void or int return types. The main code of the program will be in the main function. Yeah, the main code of our entire program will be in the main function. And that's it about the main function. this is our first program, HelloWorld program. Let's execute this program on the computer. So let's go to the computer screen and write our first program and run that program and see output. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to run our first program on online C compiler. Let's go to Google and search online C compiler. You can use a Turbo C, Dev C++, VS Code, etc. as well. And people who are not having laptops can do this way. The simplest way, using online compiler, going to Chrome and searching for online compiler, online C compiler, and opening and writing our code here. Let me write the code. To print hello world has include stdio.h and void main and our printf function, it is having hello world, and yes, a semicolon for line break. Let us run this program. Yeah, so we can see the output as hello world. Now I want to have another line which is good morning. For example, I wrote that in the printf function and I'm running it again. But I want this good morning on another line. So for that, what I have to do, I have to keep slash and backslash n in between them, and let's run it again. Yeah, now it is giving the output on another new line. So we can have multiple printf statements as well. Printf hi coder. Yeah, let's run it and see the output. Yeah, if as we see, after printing this good morning here, uh, this is also getting printed beside good morning. So further, to have this on, to have the high coder on new line, let's keep slash n at the end of good morning, and now let's run it. Then we'll have 3 lines in 3 new lines. So you can keep slash n here as well. Basically, wherever you see slash n, there you are getting a new line, there you will get a new line. And yeah, you can use int as well here, int return type. If you use int here, you should return 0. You should add this statement at the end of your code. If you use int and run this program, we are getting the same output. Void main and int main works the similar way. I prefer using void main. And remove this. Void should return nothing. Let's see what it say if we keep return statement for void function. See it's showing warning. Return with a value in function returning void. It is saying void function should return nothing. So let's remove this and run it again. Yeah. So that's it for this video, guys. If you understand the explanation, please hit a like and subscribe for more videos. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.